Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2025. And this is Tina with Tech Time with Tina. I want to thank you all for being here. Wish you a new, wonderful year. Hope everything that you want and wish for comes true. So I'm going to start this live today to kind of talk about step one in the process that we have built. And I've done a couple of lives, and it always seems to not be sharing the screen. So today I'm going to do a very step-by-step process. People seem to be very confused by the worksheet. So we're going to walk through it specifically to show you very simply how we're going to do this. So we're going to go and I'm going to share my screen. So I'm going to share my entire screen so that it doesn't, hopefully, that will keep the share going. So I'm going to look at I'm going to show the checklist right here that we can see. So when we look at the checklist, what we're going to see is a long list of tools that we can use in our process that are going to help automate what we do every day. So this can be done manually. You do not have to use all of these tools. These tools are just a way to help the process go faster so that you can focus on other things and continue to grow and all of the good things that you need when, of course, you're starting a business. You probably have another job. You have other things that you need to do. So we're trying to give you tools and resources that can, number one, increase your productivity, right? And make it go just a little bit faster. We also, the point of what we're doing is to earn money. So it's affiliate marketing. So some people are like, oh, no, not interested in affiliate marketing. Don't want to do that. That's fine. But what we're trying to build here is some residual income. Okay. So we want to build an income that when we use a tool and we like the tool, that we just suggest other people use it as well. And then that way we can offer them support while they're using that tool. It's no different than, if somebody asks you about a recipe or maybe a pair of shoes that you bought or something like that. This is not a hard sales call. You're not, you going after cold leads and, sending Facebook DMs and, hey girl, want to try and buy my product. It's nothing like that. We have a process about how you can make money online. And these are the tools that we suggest you use because we've used them. We know they're the best out there. They work for us, and it's going to earn you residual income. So when we talk about residual income, do you want to be a salesman? Probably not. Some people do like sales, and there are ways to take this process. This is the baseline process. Okay. So this is how you get started and what you can do. And then you can take it from there. It's the idea of the process, right, that we're trying to talk to you about. And how do you build your customer base? How do you maintain your customer base? How do you nurture that base? And then how do you get the people to sign up with your offer or to, just sign up as an affiliate or to actually purchase from you, depending on what it is that you're doing. So I wanted to kind of just lay that out there, that this spreadsheet is just giving you some of the basics and some things that you can use. You do not have to use them all. You don't have to use any of them. It's just an idea of here's the get started from you. And then what we'll do is I'm working on setting up my Discord, because I think using the Discord is going to be an easy way to communicate with me, to communicate with other people in the community, so that we can all help each other to grow and to see how these products and all of this stuff works together. So the very first one, I've talked about it a couple of times, so I'm going to go back and talk about it again and hopefully walk you through it without without my screen share going away. So if it does go away, just let me know. So in the chat. Okay. I'm going to pop back over here so this is the very first thing that I ask you to do, or that I suggest that you do, is to get a tool So it does not have to be high level, but this is the one that I know and the one that I support. That's why I offer this one. There are others that have different bells and whistles, right, that you can choose from. But high level is one of the leaders in the industry, and it offers a lot. We are not currently using all of the bells and whistles, but we'd like to get to using it more as we get built in the process. But right now we just need to get started, right? So in order to get started, what we need is a way to capture the people that want to interact with us. So if somebody comes in, messages me on, Facebook, or they reach out to me on YouTube or a text or something like that, we want a way to capture those people's information and get them into our community. So now we have that list, right? So having an email list becomes agnostic to the platform that you're using, right? So whether it's on TikTok or if it's on Facebook, or if it's on Instagram, whatever it's on, we want to know that we can send people to any of these different platforms and be able to see what they're doing, right? We want to be able to have them be in our community. We can send them emails, whatever it is that we want to do with them. We've built that list. So just like if you have 5 million viewers on TikTok and TikTok goes away, now you're left with nothing. So you really want to build that community, get those people's names and emails, so that if you change platforms, or people's social media gets shut down all the time for no reason, you still have that contact information, so you don't lose all the hard work that you've done. So it just makes sense, right, to continue doing it that way. Okay, so I'm going to pause here and let me see. Do we have any questions so far? I don't see anybody in the chat. So I'm going to assume that my screen is still sharing, and I'm going to come back over here, and we're going to talk about, so here is what you'll get when you click on it. You'll say, go to our free checklist. When you click on the checklist, you'll fill this out. Once you fill it out, it'll take you to, there will be a little welcome video or a little video that talks about this spreadsheet again. And then you'll actually get the spreadsheet, and then you'll see this exactly. And that'll be the one that you will start working on. So what is it, and why do we have this Go High Level, right? So why are we using it? So let me go back to my Go High Level. So what Go High Level does is it's a customer resource manager. It helps us keep track of anybody that we have in our list. And so I'm going to show you in my agency. So they call it an agency. I have 2 sub accounts. So I have a brick and mortar dog daycare business in Fort Mill, South Carolina, that I am using this tool to communicate with my clients. So when we have special events going on at the daycare and the boarding facility, I can send them emails. They can opt in, they can opt out, and we just can kind of communicate that way. And it's just included in High Level. I can also start to build that process up to include, AI bots and things like that. I'm not there yet. We don't really need that at this current point in time. But for this example, what we're talking about, we're using my Tech Time with Tina, which is kind of my online marketing, this account right here that we're talking about. And we're going to show how you can import in the snapshot that I give you, and how it's going to give you all the different information that you need to get started. Okay. I'm going to pause here and make sure that I am still sharing my screen. Anybody in the chat that's not seeing what's going on? Okay, looks like we're still good. So I'm going to keep popping back and forth, so we're going to see these weirdo things going on. Okay, so this is kind of my just getting started where I'm at. Okay, so what we do is down here, we click on our sites. Okay, so when we import in, when you click on the link to get the snapshot, it'll ask you if you want to import it. If you have High Level open, You can say, I want to import it. And then it gives you the opportunity to bring in these snapshots. So you will need a domain to do this. Domains you can buy directly here in High Level. You can link it directly. You can choose the domains. You can buy it, and then it'll already connect for you. So it's pretty easy, simple task, and we can go through that a little bit more and that step by step. So once we're here, we'll just look at this one. So this is a business services snapshot that we brought in. It's a 3-step funnel. So the funnel is going out, giving them a landing page that they can look at. So right here is this landing page. Then they can set up an appointment with you if you're selling the kind of business that you want to meet with people. If you're, a salesman, if you have services, you can meet with people. And then the last page of the funnel step, is just a thank you. So let's look at how you would make this be your own. Okay, so you can hit the settings here, and this is a home page, and this is page 1. So that's what all that is that path and URL. So if you're ready to edit this page, what you want to do is make sure that it's pointing to all of your information, because when you import my snapshot, it's going to be pointing to my webpage. So if you'll see, this is pointing to app.gohighlevel.com, blah, 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 and it's telling me to connect my domain. So I would connect that. I would tell it what domain it is. I would be able to pick which one I want to connect it to. I would connect it to either one of those. So now it's actually talking to my paid URL, so that you would go to that actual domain. And if you typed in that URL, you would see this page. Okay, so you can come down here and you can see, and you can actually look at these buttons, say, what is that button doing? You can look at the pop-up settings. So if there's a pop-up page that comes up, you can see full name, email, phone number that it's asking for. So you can walk down through here and see what kind of things this is what it's doing, what page it's going to. You can edit the form. You can tell it to go to the next step. So you just have to come in here and make sure that any of the words, if there was something here that said specifically, that had my name, something that had very specific information that's just about me or mine, you would just want to walk down through here, and just like a Word document, or if you're used to Word or PowerPoint, you just click inside the box. Everything's set up on kind of a grid. So you say, I want this to be a 2-column or a 3-column, whatever it is that you're wanting to add an element. You would say, I want, a button, I want a form. And that's just kind of playing with it. That's why I'm giving you a very plain, very simple form to start with that's generic. So you don't have to make a bunch of changes. All you have to do is make sure that the information is pointing to your particular domain. So once you've done that, they will say, okay, they'll get the information. And then what happens is the information, I'm going to cancel out of that. I'm going to go back over to I want to go to my Wags and Whiskers and kind of show you what it looks like when you have contacts in your information. So you can come here to the contacts, and you'll see that you can gather up all of this information. You can say, put them in a newsletter. You would have everything. So you have the ability then in your plan to go into your sites, create, another funnel, create another email, all that information. So that's where the glory of this application comes from, right? Is you have that ability to do emails, you can do funnels, you can do websites. If you look at my funnel that we have here, here's my Wags and Whiskers funnel I've been working on. It basically is my website, so that as people click on it and they message us, they would go directly to our contacts, and then they're able to click directly on our Book Now that lets them go to our app that we use for our actual daycare facilities booking system. So I've just set this up basically as a website, although it is a funnel. right? Is like I'm doing the same thing. It's just a page and just a URL that people go to. They can book, they can see boarding prices, they can see all of that kind of information, and they're set to go. And then whenever they, I can control how I want to send them through my system. So I hope that helps a little bit to kind of understand where and how Go High Level fits into the process. It really is, it doesn't have to be step one. So right now you can get 2 weeks for free to kind of go in there, play with it, upload the funnels, kind of see how it works, play with it, join my Discord. We can talk through it. There's a question mark up here that is, if you click on it, they have 24/7, join a Zoom call. You tell them what you're there for. They will get you in. Somebody will actually walk you through it. It's completely free. So again, as an affiliate, right, that takes the need for me to be holding people's hands off, because the best people that are going to be able to help you are the actual high level people. All I'm doing is giving you a tool that you can use that I support, and you would get the same thing. So there are two levels, I believe, a $297 a month one and a $97 a month one. So I chose to do the $97 a month one because I am just getting started in this process. And I took the 2 weeks for free. And when I hadn't signed up and I was almost to the end of the 2 weeks, somebody reached out to me from High Level and they gave me a complimentary $299 onboarding call that I didn't have to pay for. That's how some of these funnels got in, as we practiced bringing in the funnels. They walked me through, making sure my domain was connected, and they just kind of gave me a starting setup. You also get a free onboarding call, which that call is, here's how you do some of the very basic things in there. So you get a lot of free resources. So what happens is when you get the spreadsheet, you'll take, and if you sign up, if you decide to do Go High Level, you would take your affiliate link and you would put it on the spreadsheet, and then you would set up your funnel. You would share the spreadsheet, but it would have your affiliate link. And you basically are just duplicating this process. This is what makes this process so amazing, is because it's duplicatable, right? So people can duplicate it. It's you can replicate it, you can grow, there's no limit to it. So it's not like one person just happens to have the right niche or something like that. It's the process that's there that's going to help you to be able to do that. So I'm going to cut this one off today because I don't want to get too long, because I want to really focus on what Go High Level does for you so you understand. And I'm going to make a lot of these short, smaller videos and put them in the worksheet and replace them with the ones I got off YouTube from Chase, who's kind of my mentor. I'll put these on there that are directly mine so I can focus. He makes very long videos and then timestamps them. And I'm just going to go ahead and make shorter videos and put them directly in as the instructions so they can kind of stay. And if I can get feedback from anybody that tells me yes or no, whether this was helpful or if they felt that they needed more instruction, we can do that. So that's all I'm going to go with on today. So thank you very much for joining my live. I'm going to turn this into a stream and some probably shorter snippets as well. And you'll see this posted in the spreadsheet. So have a great day, and I hope to see you in my Discord. Have a great day.